Welcome to episode 3 of Quantum Business Shifts with Yuval Roden and Coach Hess. We are so thrilled to be here with you. We've want to quickly summarize what went on in our group what went on in our episodes 1 and 2. But before that, we want to make sure you understand the purpose of what we're doing here. This is all about giving back the knowledge that we've got and have learned in terms of making quantum leaps and quantum shifts by thinking a little bit differently and looking at the world a little bit differently. And I am so excited to be a part of it here with an expert like Yuval that has helped guide us through a lot of this important information. Yuval, what's your purpose here?
I got a gift. I've been managing companies and organizations all over the globe. I was a really successful guy. I was working very hard, very, very hard for many, many years, almost all my life. And one day I just got like a flash thought coming from the universe, guiding me, go and learn the quantum physics. And once I've learned what we are sharing here together, I had an exit in no time. I attracted investors, sold my company, and the rest is history. I got a gift. I'm sharing this gift, and this gift was not given to me. It was given through me for everybody that just would like to get this quantum lift in life and really discover this magic of life. And that's why we are here. That's why we are doing it.
All right, that's great. Well, let's get into it. That's just fantastic purpose, and value of what you're bringing to.
And what's your value, Coach Hayes?
I'm sorry, what was that?
What's your value? What's your purpose?
Yeah, my purpose is, very simply that my whole skiff of what I want to accomplish is giving as many assists as I can. And I've been again given a gift and an opportunity because many people know, I think, that I went through a bout with pancreatic cancer where you put things in order, and I came out the other side when the things that were in order was this gift I have to go out and give assists to as many people as I can through the rest of my life. And that's what I've been doing as a business coach. That's what I do each day, and that's why I'm here with you today, Yuval. Let's give some people some assists and give them the opportunity to grow and have a more fulfilling life and reaching their potentials because we all have great potential.
So you know what I'm getting?
Yeah,
And this is really very much amazing. People should really understand that everything we are talking, it's not only for business. It
correct.
is not only for the money. It is not only for the sales. Yes, you and I, we are coming from the business sector, but it's really related for all aspects of life: health, relationship, fulfillment, family, love, and of course, business.
Yeah,
But you had amazing shift.
yeah,
This is the gift you are sharing with the world.
yeah. I love doing it. When you don't
Yes.
know the difference between when you're working and playing, you found your why.
Wow.
You know, I feel
Wow.
that. So in episode 1, we got into the mindset thing. Talked about setting goals and thinking outside of ourselves of what could possibly be. And then, we're moving forward in that thinking here in these episodes of what can possibly be in front of us, what's out there. Why can't I, if I can think it and I can dream it, why can't it be? And so the be, do, have concept of who I am, and then that's what you get to have. But you got to focus on the be. Who are you and what do you want? And that was really the focus around our first episode. We moved then into episode 2, which is a little bit more of, I'll let Yuval describe the have not that seems to happen sometimes with people.
Right. Episode two, we had a very simple question. Why there are people that everything really just come to them with very much ease, and other are just struggling, and never nothing comes. And we said that the answer is because everything here is about magnetic fields. And all our life, we either attract or repel things to our life or from our life. And I was struggling all my life until I was reversed my inner polarity because nothing is very much as substances matter. It's much more as frequencies, harmonious of magnetic fields, and if you want also some emotions. So we said you just have to reverse your inner polarity and things will be easily attracted to you.
You'll show up a lot better off. Oh, I love it. Yeah. So as we moved from two or one and two and started talking a little bit about three, we started, people set goals. Everybody's into goal setting and how do you set your goals and so on. I have a philosophy and approach, and a methodology that I use in my coaching program that is very much about getting tasks lined up that you're going to do to accomplish, a few simple goals each quarter. And it's very effective. But the idea of how we set these goals and what our mindset is around these and what the goal is, there pressure being put on us to get these goals done versus this internal piece of this is where my inspiration is going to take me in my business. This is what I want to achieve in the world, changes the perspective and changes the law of attraction and the opportunity, I think. So that pressure thing versus inspiration that we talk about here in this kind of introduction to this is important. Why are you setting these goals, and does it really resonate with your internal energy and the field you're bringing to the play that you're involved in?
Yes, I fully agree. The why. This is really the main question. Why? Why you do it and what the purpose and what is really behind it. And if the why is really sharing, giving, bringing something more to other people, then the goal will be very much high, very much easily be achieved, and with much less friction. But if the goal will be only get money for the company, it will be very difficult to achieve it. You will feel a lot of friction, a lot of resistance.
Get that
Be- be-
totally.
Because, if may I just add, because you see, people do not understand what money is. And maybe this is a point. Money is not substance, is not a matter. Money is just appreciation for the service you're offering. So this appreciation can only be delivered once you share the gift. One, you share whatever you would like to give them. So first of all, you should give. First of all, you should share. First of all, you should bring your good to the world. Then it comes back as appreciation. And most of the people, or many people, many companies, they try to look for the money first, and it doesn't come. And they don't understand why it does not come. It's not come because it's just appreciation.
Yeah,
And they cannot send you any appreciation before you delivered anything. So the why is very important.
such a common sense thought, and when that permeates across a company, right? When these goals are set and this goal with the right backbone, let's call it, or whatever, on the goal approach and bringing that value and so on, it spreads. And if you're going to be the leader of a group, the culture and the leadership are just critical to what happens in the overall success of a team. I have a whole series of things I talk about winning teams, but one of the key ones is common goals. If everybody's rowing the same way and all thinking the same way and the leadership's guiding that way, it's easy to have, I'm going to say, exponential growth in people's lives, in your experience in the world, in your business, there's opportunities. But beyond that, the difference you're going to make through social impact by having that kind of culture in your business. I encourage all business people to think about what their culture really is. And you might have to ask people from outside to get that understanding.
You are coming from the basketball board.
Yeah.
Maybe not that many people are aware of that. And you know that the real magic starts when the group become a team.
Yeah. Yeah.
And the group becomes or shifted to a team once they have common goal that they all resonate with. They all really feel connected. They all very feel committed. And they have a reason why they are doing it. So this reason why we're all doing it, synchronized everything together between the people and themselves and between the team and the world or the universe. So I think once you really put all of them on the same frequency and they really understand and they really resonate with the why, then it's become really personal, emotional commitment.
Magical state. I've been in a few of those places. It doesn't happen often, but from leadership roles and coaching and so on, where it's just all the wheels are turning just the right way, and it is going in the right direction. I remember as a basketball coach, one of those experiences was taking a team and a whole program that I had with over 60 players in it, plus a cheerleading squad and a pep band, and all that was part of the program. Bringing in Special Olympics in Southern California to run a tournament for the counties of Ventura County and Los Angeles County. Brought about 16 teams into our high school to run this tournament, and all of my team and everybody involved with my program were the ones that ran that program. And you talk about having your heart into it, and what were the growth of the ex, just the explosion of growth of the community, of the people involved, a different view. And it wasn't, the Special Olympians, they had a great time. They loved it. But the difference was the community that supported them and where that then went after that. And it was just a whole bunch of more support in what we were doing, which was truly the right things for our, well, whatever we felt in our hearts, right? As making a better world for the challenge of the Special Olympians, but having a host and the community of Westlake Village, Southern California, just changed the whole community. Fantastic.
So let me ask you a question, please. Well, that's amazing. What would be your best advice for a fresh young CEO that is now watching us? What would you really contribute to his this initial stage of him?
You know, being true to yourself is a critical point. And I think you have to look in the mirror real hard and say, hey, what is the real values that I'm bringing to the plate? What do I really want to, and it's got to be something more than make a lot of money, as you mentioned. It's about changing the world and having a social impact through our experience of being employed and having that fortunate opportunity. And so looking in the mirror a little and saying, what are those values that I present? What is it that I really want to see happen? And can I get a whole bunch of other people to row in the same way with me and agree to that? And typically, the values you're going to put together are going to be the righteous apple pie kind of things that you want to have done, but it's living it, not just talking it. And that's the hard part. So, how do you live it? I think you have to build rituals into what you do in your work and in the work process, and what people will follow a little bit that are uh, that are locking in what these values are. And whatever those rituals might be, I have all kinds of them that I use in my coaching technique and always have. It come, all played basketball. We all put our hands in the middle and went defense before we went out on the floor and played, or whatever it was. I mean, that was a ritual. Well, there's other ones that you can employ those and put them in place in your business and in your style of how you lead, and people will lock in on those. Every one of my coaching sessions end with a whoosh. People put their hands up and they get their hands shaking and everything. We come together and yell whoosh, and there's a lock. Even though we're in a virtual world, there's a connection. And having that connection and having that ritual makes people feel like, hey, this guy's values, this guy, he's an easy person to work with. It's where I want to go to. Let's go. And that's what you want to have for, like I say, when all the wheels are turning the right way. But you have to think deep on what we're talking about here. It isn't just wave the magic wand. You really have to have it in your heart that that is what you want to see your company become and be.
Yes, and from my past history, I really realized that without the why, very stable why, that by the way might be slightly changed down the road because things are being changed, but without the why, this journey become very, very tiring.
Right.
People really lose the power after some time because it's not always an easy and fun journey. Sometimes it's really, really, really depressing. Sometimes really face a lot of difficulties. And you really need the big why in order to gap over it and to really get it. That's what I've learned from my experience. And
I,
this is really the frequency. The why is not a word. The right is a frequency, is a magnetic wave. It's a decision. And by the way, decision are many people believe that decision is mental actions. No, decision is emotional action. Once you really resonate deeply with this why, then you can really attract it.
isn't that interesting? So often in sales courses and so on, people talk about 80% of the reason people buy is based on emotion rather than logic. And you just kind of confirmed that, you know,
Yes,
yeah, the emotional
yes.
power of that. And it does radiate, the energy radiates when you have it. And you don't have to fight it. It's, you know where you are and you have the confidence to go with that. Um, I love it. I love it.
But there is one more thing I would like to share.
Mhm.
Uh, People that really are following us, they must start understanding that everything here is about magnetic fields. Now, not that many people are aware that we have our own polarity. Each of us has
Mhm.
plus and minus. And if the group is not becoming a team where all the poles align together, then actually the people in the team or in the group might canceling the common field, the common magnetic field.
Mhm.
But vice versa, if all of them align with the same direction, then the magnetic field become huge. And then everything is really start being attracted toward this movement. And this is really where the magic starts.
Jeez. That's fantastic. I like it. Get it all rolling the same way. Well, you,
Yes.
Val, it's been great. I think we've got to bring this session to a close in terms of our typical timing. But we covered some great topics today. Looking forward to our episode 4. We'll see how that plays out next. And we thank the audience, and we certainly encourage feedback, comments. Drop your link in into LinkedIn, and let us know what you think. Let's get a discussion going around getting this magnetic field aligned. Yeah. Any
I
final
love it.
comments, you Val?
I love it. I enjoy that much our collaboration. You have no idea. I really love it.
All right. Over and
Okay.
out. Thanks, everyone.